The .300 Remington Ultra Magnum, also known as the .300 Ultra Mag or .300 RUM, is a 7.62mm caliber rifle cartridge, 7.62x72 or .30 caliber rifle cartridge introduced by Remington Arms in 1999. The .300 Remington Ultra Magnum is one of the largest commercially available .30 caliber magnums currently being produced. It is a beltless, rebated rim cartridge, capable of handling all large North American game, as well as long-range shooting. Among commercially produced .30 caliber rifle chamberings, the .300 Remington Ultra Magnum is second to the .30-378 Weatherby Magnum in cartridge case capacity. Origin and history: in the early 1980s, Aubrey White and Nubero Uno of North American Shooting Systems based in British Columbia, Canada began experimenting with the full-length .404 Jeffrey by reducing the taper and necking it down to various calibers such as 7mm, .308, 311, 338, 9.3mm and .375. These cartridges were known variously as the Canadian Magnum or the Imperial Magnums. Rifles were built on Remington Model 700 long actions and used Macmillan stocks. Cartridges were fire-formed from .404 Jeffrey cases with the rim turned down, taper reduced, and featured sharp shoulders. Both Remington and Dakota Arms purchased the formed brass designed by Nubero Uno for use in their own experimentation and cartridge development. In 1999, Remington released the first of a series of cartridges virtually identical to the Canadian Magnum cartridges, which featured a slightly wider body, increased taper, and shallower shoulders, and named it the .300 Remington Ultra Magnum. Dakota too released their own version of the cartridge but chose not to turn down the rim and shorten the case to work in a standard length action. Remington would go on to design their own shortened versions of the Ultra Magnum cartridge, which they were to call the Remington Short Action Ultra Magnum, or RSAUM for short. Design and specification: the .300 Remington Ultra Magnum is a member of the Remington Ultra Magnum cartridge family based on the .404 Jeffrey via the Canadian Magnum cartridges. As these cartridges feature wider bodies than the belted Magnums based on the .375 H&H case, these cartridges have greater case capacities than their corresponding full-length belted Magnum cartridges such as the 7mm Shooting Times Westerner, the .300 Weatherby Magnum, .340 Weatherby Magnum and the .375 Ackley Improved. The .300 RUM features a rebated rim much like the .300 Canadian Magnums, so as to allow the cartridge to function in the Remington M700 action without having to increase the bolt and bolt face diameter of the action. The downside is this may result in feeding failures and override jams as the cartridge is cycled into the chamber and is considered undesirable in a dangerous game cartridge. Unlike the belted Magnum cases based on the .375 H&H Magnum cartridge, the .300 RUM does not have a belt. All things being equal, a beltless cartridge would feed more reliably and more smoothly than a belted cartridge. Furthermore, as this is a beltless cartridge, head spacing is designed to take place on the shoulder, which is considered beneficial by some as it is thought to promote accuracy and prolong case life of the cartridge. SAAMI-compliant .300 Remington Ultra Magnum cartridge schematic, all dimensions in inches, millimeters. SAAMI recommends that the barrel have a 6-groove contour with a twist rate of 1 revolution in 10 in. The barrel is to have a groove width of 0.115 inches. Bore is given as .300 in and a groove is .308 inches. Maximum case overflow capacity is 122.5 grains of water. SAAMI recommended maximum average pressure is set at 65,000 psi. Remington unregistered trademark S Ultra Magnum cases were made wider than the .404 Jeffrey case by 0.006 in. The brass was made thicker so as to withstand the higher pressure of the new cartridge, as the Jeffrey cartridge had a maximum average pressure rating of 3,650 bar. Performance: Remington ammunition for the .300 RUM is available in 3 power levels. Power Level I duplicates the .30-06 Springfield, Power Level 2 that are the .300 Winchester, and Power Level 3 is the full power load. Remington offers the full power .300 Remington Ultra Magnum ammunition in 150 grains at 3,450 feet per second, the 180 grains at 3,250 feet per second, and the 200 grains at 3,032 feet per second. These are among the highest velocities attained by a .30 caliber production rifle cartridge. The .300 RUM is an excellent long-range cartridge with the ability to deliver a useful level of energy downrange, especially with the Power Level 3 ammunition. Due to its high velocity, it exhibits less bullet drop than most other .30 caliber cartridges. Compared to other production .30 caliber cartridges, only the .30-378 Weatherby Magnum surpasses the .300 Remington Ultra Magnum. Factory-loaded .30-378 Weatherby Magnum ammunition has a 150-200 feet per second velocity advantage over the .300 RUM cartridge with any given bullet weight. However, the .30-378 Weatherby Magnum is considered the most overbore production sporting cartridge available and is not considered as efficient as the .300 RUM cartridge. In part due to its excessive free ball length, the claimed velocities by Weatherby is a resultant factor of this free ball length. If chambered to allow bullets to seed the lands of the rifling, the large Weatherby cartridges would exhibit overpressure signs immediately. All things equal, the .300 RUM and .30-378 Weatherby, if chambered with the same throat and freeball, would be comparable. Known freeball lengths of older Weatherby rifles have been in excess of 1 inch. The .30-378 is one of the most extreme cases of overbore and has among the highest throat erosion levels of any rifles. Sporting usage. The .300 Remington Ultra Magnum cartridge was conceived as a long-range hunting cartridge, and in this it excels over most other cartridges. It is able to launch bullets of good weights and sectional densities at high velocities and remaining energy to take game cleanly at longer ranges than lesser cartridges such as the .30-06 Springfield and even the .300 Winchester Magnum. It is an excellent one-gun cartridge for hunting all North American game species, though the cartridge is considered to be overly powerful for smaller big game species such as pronghorns, whitetail and mule deer. The cartridge comes into its own for larger deer species such as elk and moose. The .300 RUM is considered an excellent cross-canyon rifle when hunting in the foothills or the Rockies, where the opportunity for long-distance shooting can present itself. The cartridge has enough remaining energy at 875 yards for deer-sized game and capable of taking elk-sized game out to 700 yards. See also, List of rifle cartridges, Table of handgun and rifle cartridges, 7mm caliber. References